Hello, welcome to the second video of section 2.4. What we have up here are some step-by-step directions on how to enter your data and make a box and whisker plot on your graphing calculator. You can follow these directions as well. From our previous video, constructing a box and whisker plot can take a lot of time, so having these guidelines here can be very helpful. Inside this center box here, we list what each quarter of the box and whisker plot represents. So again, the lower whisker is 25% of the data, the left side of the box is 25% of the data, right side is 25% of the data, and the right whisker is 25% of the data. Whereas within the box itself, that's 25% of your data. Next, we have a term here, the max minus the min, and that is referred to as our range. You've seen Q3 and Q minus Q1 before. That's our interquartile range. Moving down to example 3, we are given the box plot here with the numbers below it. In section A, we are asked which quarter of the box and whisker plot has the smallest spread of data. Notice this right whisker here. The spread is from 12 to 13. 25% of our data falls within 12 to 13. So the quarter that has the smallest spread of our data is the last 25%, whereas the spread is from 12 to 13. Which quarter has the largest spread of the data? Well, notice the left side of the box here. It extends from 2 to 10. That is the largest spread of our data. So we'll say the second 25%. And the spread is from 2 to 10. Our interquartile range, you're seeing that a lot now. That's Q3 minus Q1. What's our Q3? That's the right end of our box, 12. And what is our Q1? That's the left end of our box, or 2. And the interquartile range is 10. Letter D asks, is there more data in the interval of 5 to 10 or in the interval 10 through 13? So let's take a look. 10 through 13. From 10 to 12 is 25% of the data. From 12 to 13 is 25% of the data. So from 10 to 13, we have 50% of our data. However, if we look between 5 and 10, 5 probably falls somewhere here, and 10 is over here. Now we know in this left-hand side of the box alone is 25% from 2 to 10. So certainly 5 to 10 will be much less than 25%, which is smaller than 50%. So there is more data in the interval from 5 to 10 because we know 50% of our data falls between 10 to 13, whereas less than 25% of the data falls between 5 and 10. And lastly, let's look at letter E. Which interval has the fewest data in it? Let's take a look here at 0 to 2. 0 to 2 has 25% of our data. Let's jump over here from 10 to 12. 10 to 12 has 25% of our data. Let's look over here, 12 to 13. That has 25% of our data. Now, 2 and 4, we may not know the exact amount of data that falls between those two locations, but we know it's way less than 25%. So that means 2 to 4 has the fewest pieces of data in it. Moving on to our next page, sometimes you're going to notice that some of our values in the 5-point summary might be equal to each other, and that's going to alter the way the box plot looks. For instance, let's draw a box plot where the following values hold true. For our 5-point summary, remember, our min is 1, but so is our Q1. Our median, or Q2, and the third quartile are both 5, and the maximum value is 7. Our box and whisker plot will look a little bit different here. It will look something like this. And what does this mean? In this case, 25% of our data is equal to 1, whereas 25% of our data is between 1 and 5. At least 25% of our data is actually equal to 5, and 25% of our data falls between 5 and 7. In example 15, we have a double box and whisker plot. One representing 20-year-olds in Germany and how many visited foreign countries, and another surveying 20-year-olds in the United States and how many have visited foreign countries. Look at these two box and whisker plots carefully. The first question says, have more Americans or more Germans surveyed been to over 8 foreign countries? Well, let's see. For Germany, 25% of the population has been to over 8 foreign countries, but 25% of the population has visited exactly 8 foreign countries. Whereas if we look at the United States, we know 25% of our data falls between 5 and 11, which means the percent that falls between 8 and 11, or more than 8, will be less than 25%. Now we're asked, does this seem reasonable? Yes, this is reasonable because Germany is in close proximity to many more foreign countries than the United States. That is the end of the video for section 2-4.